Lately, I've been very busy with my recent Puyo obsession. I decided to do some kind of resume of the whole story of Puyo, mostly. This video will cover what is Puyo, the resume of the plots and every single game, the characters of the game and their roles, and some facts worth noting. I am already going to say that this video will contain major spoilers of the whole series, so if you want to experience the games for yourself, go ahead, then come back later. Already said that, let's begin. Since a lot of you don't know what Puyo is, I'm going to explain it. Puyo is an obscure Japanese puzzle game. The game consists of this blob, it's called puyo. There are usually 5 colors of puyo, but only 4 appear on gameplay. When you arrange 4 puyos of the same color, they pop! And that's the core mechanic of all games. Now, that you know what Puyo is, let's start talking about the games. The first Puyo ever made was released for the MSX2 and Famicom Disk System. Apparently, this version does not have a story. On single player, you have 2 modes, the mission mode where you pop puyos, and the endless mode where you pop puyos. Anyway, in the mission mode, you do missions, as the name implies. It consists of 20 missions like make a chain of 2 or erase all the red puyos. As for the endless mode, you just pop puyos until you lose. This game only have 2 characters, Arl and Carbuncle, her sidekick. They are actually from another MSX2 game, Madu Monogatari. This game is a first-person dungeon crawler. I'm not going to dive deep in this topic because the video is about puyos, after all. I guess this covers from the first game. Let's go for the sequel! The sequel was released for the Sega System C2 and ported for the arcade, Mega Drive, Game Gear, PC 98, Super Famicom, FM Towns, PC Engine CD, X86000, Game Boy, Windows 3.0, Windows 95, Wii Virtual Console AC and ND, 3DS Virtual Console GG, Sega Ages for Nintendo Switch, and the Mega Drive ports. Almost all of these ports were only ported to Japan, unfortunately. Unlike the pre-sequel, Puyo 1992 is focused on competitive play with AI enemies, which has 3 modes. The beginner mode, what gives 3 opponents unrelated from the main game, the normal that is the main game and features 30 characters, and the difficult mode that automatically sends the player for the 4th battle of the normal. Most of these versions introduce the endless mode, while the Game Gear and PC 89 versions introduces the mission mode as Nazo Puyo. In the Japanese version of the story, Arl learned the power of the puyos. She plans to defeat Satan with her new spell, but then must battle 12 other opponents. On the other hand, the English version has a new plot, for no apparent reason. Arl, now called Sylvana, needs to protect her home from the Black Kingdom. Again, for no reason, most of the characters have different names, just like Arl, but I will only refer to them as their Japanese names. In beginner levels, we have Skeleton T, Nazograv, and Mummy. For the normal levels, Dracocentaurus, Suketoudara, and Sukiyapodes. And for the difficult levels, we have Harpy, Sasoriman, Panotti, Zombie, Witch, Zodai Maho, Minotaurus, Rulu, and the last, Satan. Now I'm going to give the resume of every single character as promised. Let's first talk about the protagonist. Arl is a magical girl around the age of 16 in the Puyo series. She also has a pet, or sidekick if you prefer, called Carbuncle, as already mentioned. He has 2 nicknames, Carby and Carbunny. Carby being the nickname that Arl gave him, and Carbunny was the Satan that gave it. Originally, he was the Satan's sidekick, but since he stuck with Arl, they became best friends, I suppose. He is usually found hanging around outside the score meter. He also has the ability to shapeshift and firing a laser through his forehead, and only speaks Gugu. Skeleton T has an obsession with Japanese tea. The obsession is so strong that his catchphrase is Ocha, cha being tea in some Latin languages, including Portuguese. He is so bad at popping puyos that he doesn't even know they exist. Nazograv is literally an eggplant that has a strong fear of being eaten or crushed by Zodaimahu. I'm really sorry if I'm pronouncing these names wrong. Mummy is just a mummy with no gender. Lovely. Dracocentaurus is surprisingly not a centaur. She's a human-dragon hybrid. She claims to be Arl's rival, she can breathe fire, and surprisingly good at hand-to-hand fights, and has an obsession with beauty contests. Suketoudara is a fish with human legs and arms. Not cursed at all, for sure. He loves to show his dancing skills, and that's pretty much it. Sukiyapodes, another cursed little guy, and has appeared on only 2 games. I do not wonder why. Harpy. She's based on an angel, I guess. I said that due to the wings and the fact that she does not stop singing for nothing. Sasori Man is in Scorpio Man, that is usually seen with a spear. He is actually pretty polite and friendly, unlike the other characters. Panati is an elf. He wants people to listen to his music and gets pretty mad when his music is not appreciated. Zombie is a zombie with... Oh my gosh, what happened to his skin? Just like Tsukuya Podas, he didn't last much on the series. Again, I do not wonder why. Witch is an hyperactive comet magician that one day wishes that she will gain enough power to be Arl's rival. Zo Daihamu is an Indian elephant that is very short-fused. He is very proud of his size and has a large ego. Shizo is a dark mage who has the ancient magic and the dark sword. A lot of people call him a pervert or a creeper because of his catchphrase I want to, and things like that. Minotaurus is Rulu bodyguard. He tries to pull off an intimidating personality, but he's actually pretty soft. Rulu is Arl's rival. She is a martial artist that is madly in love with Satan, so much so that she will do anything he says. And she is jealous of Arl's magical powers. And finally, Satan, or Dark Prince if you prefer. He is usually the villain of the Puyo Puyo games. He has an crush on Arl and always said that one day she will be his fiancée. He planned to give Kirby to Arl to prove his love, but Kirby was already hanging out with her, so yeah. And every single one of these characters were originally from the Madou Monogatari series. Finally, after all that, let's talk about the ripoffs that aren't really ripoffs. Dr. Robotnik's Mean Machine, Kirby's Avalanche, which strangely enough was my first introduction to Puyo Puyo, and Quirkies. Unlike a lot of people think, those aren't actual ripoffs. They are adaptations for the English audiences, with more famous characters in hope that they will sell better. Well, I guess that covers for the two first games of the series. I'm going to only cover 2 games per video because it's going to be more than 2 days of me talking about Puyo Puyo if I don't do that. And I really need to thank the Puyo Puyo Nexus wiki, because all the information I'm taking from there. Anyway, have a good day, until next time, and go pop some Puyos!